Hi everyone. A little bit of technical difficulty, but I'm back. And so I wanted to share the comments that I wrote last week at auditions, phase 1 auditions for the all region bands in region 2. And my number one comment that I wrote down for almost every single player was roll out. Many of the flutists just had covered sounds because their flute was rolled too far in. And I bet if I looked at their hands, I could probably see the bottom of their keys. So rolling out is essential for clear tone, great intonation, and to allow the flutist to just blow maximum air into their instrument. So roll out was my number one comment last week. Some additional comments that I wrote down for several people was make sure your flute is in working condition. If I play on my keys, if I start wiggling my fingers just like this, I don't hear metal hitting metal. I don't hear loud percussive sounds. It's just very soft, light. So just ensure that your students' flutes are in working order. You really don't want them to be marked off or for the judges to stop listening because they're concentrating on clanky keys, metal hitting metal. Especially with these small little metallic parts back here, oftentimes the felts there, they fall out. And so if your student has no felt, the only thing the judge can hear is clanging and metal hitting metal. So just ensure that your students have kept up with their maintenance and that their flute is in great working condition. And the last general comment that I wrote the most, I would say, is clean the keys. Don't get rid of sticky keys. Sticky keys are quite distracting, and it's a fairly simple thing for students to remedy. I personally use cigarette paper, but there's also powder paper. I know Yamaha smells powder paper, and there's other flute pad paper or woodwind pad paper that works really well. But I find the most economical is cigarette paper. There are some people that use money, and I really do not recommend money because money is so filthy. And you don't want to clean something with paper that's really filthy. So when I use the cigarette paper, I tell my students to tear off the adhesive so that nothing gets stuck to the pad. Then you just place it in the sticky key, like so. Depress the key, hold it just a bit. Don't pull it out as the student is holding the key down because that could also rip the pad. So you don't want to pull while you're holding down. Just hold it down. When you're done, open, pull out. And then continue the process until you don't hear any stickiness in the key. Now, in auditions, sticky keys are very distracting to judges. And all they can hear is a little that happens because the key is sticky. So again, top 3 comments, roll the flute out as you play. Be sure your flute is maintained and there's no metal hitting metal sounds. And get rid of the sticky pads, clean the sticky pads out so that the judges aren't distracted by extraneous noises that really aren't being created by you, but they're being created by your instrument. And so I hope these are helpful for you. Those are general comments. Over the weekend, I'm going to give comments specific to each etude, so be on the lookout for those videos. And feel free to share these videos with your band Facebook pages and your social media pages. Feel free to share them because I would love for all the students to have this information to succeed in their upcoming audition. So I hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and see you soon.